Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is me Ramsha Idris, and today I'll be presenting a marketing plan of Tata Motors electric vehicle, a launch in the Australian market in 2025. To have a brief interview, Tata Motors car is a division of the Indian-based automaker Tata Motors, and it is currently the third largest car manufacturer in India in terms of sales, and it's a 34 billion organization. It's the world's fourth largest manufacturer of bus and trucks, and they offer the most safest cars in India, as crash tested by global NCAP. Two electric vehicles have been launched so far by Tata Motors, that is Tiger EV and Nexon electric vehicle. Tata Motor tied up Melbourne-based Fusion Automotive in order to enter the Australian market in 2013, and by the existing brand value, Tata have an immense scope for capturing the electronic vehicle market. So here is a best analysis of the market situation, that whether Tata Motor can be launched in Australia or not. So according to the political conditions, Indo-AUS Free Trade Agreement has been signed that in the next 5 years, India is expected to have a zero duty access to Australia, and the government has decided to fund 50,000 charging stations to encourage electronic vehicle use, which is a very good thing. According to the economic situation, these electric vehicles are expected to contribute 37 billion to the economy in the future, and the raw material can be purchased from Asia and Europe as well, if it cannot be purchased from Ukraine and Russia due to the ongoing wars and conditions. So this can be a good alternative. As per the social conditions, electronic vehicles are expected to match the petrol vehicles on both the upfront price and range by the mid-2020s, and 54% of Australians would consider purchasing an electronic vehicle as their next car. On the technological basis, Australia have about 3,000 public chargers installed across the country, and according to the Electric Vehicle Council, and in 2020 the electronic vehicle sales increased in Australia by 0.78%, which is relatively lesser than the entire world's growth, but definitely we have a scope and we have a gap that can be definitely filled. So in order to bring in the car in the Australian market, who is going to be the target market? Who are actually we targeting? So we are targeting all consumers that are aged from 20 and above. All those within this margin, they include people who are from a working background or are students, and all those people who are socially environmentally conscious people, which means that they want to reduce the noise pollution and the emissions that are there in the environment. So all those people who are actually looking for an affordable and reliable car for a very long term, this car tends to target all those people. So they are from the age group 20 and above, and there's no limitation to what age that would be, but all those people will get inspired and who like the car. So there's a quick example of a survey that was run in 2021, where it was concluded that 54% of the Australians would consider purchasing an electric vehicle as their next car. So as you see that 51% of the people who are actually using a petrol car right now are actually they're interested in purchasing the next car as an electric vehicle, and 3% of the people are already using the electric vehicle car, and they tend to buy their next car as an electric vehicle as well, whereas only 7% would say that they don't want to buy a car, and 39 are saying that they would not really go for a electric vehicle. So if we bring out this car in the market, what is going to be the distribution plan? So as stated by Nissan and as used by Nissan, I personally believe that within this marketing plan we would definitely go with the direct sales plan, that the customer will buy directly the car from Tata Motor, and they're going to pay us directly, and they'll receive their delivery from the Tata Trading, and for the after sales service they can actually go to any dealer or distributor of Tata and they can get their car after sales service. So why direct sales? Because direct sales is a reliable supply, directly comes from the manufacturer, number one thing. Secondly, it has a reasonable price. There's no third party involved, therefore there you do not have to pay for their margins and their profits as well. Then there's a duty unpaid delivery, and then there are plural countries coverage. So with whichever country you want to launch your product in, you will definitely be able to directly go into that country, create your outlet and launch your product. I personally believe that direct sales is a very good idea initially in the very beginning, because when people buy the product from your outlet, they're able to associate themselves more with your brand or your product, and they feel more connected to your brand. Well, instead of buying from a third party or a third dealer. And absolutely with the same idea, when that customer wants to give a feedback, so for example, be it positive feedback or a negative feedback, which is very important for the brand as well, because when you get a customer feedback, you're able to identify the gaps, you're able to realize that how can you improve your brand, where do you really need to work on. So in this case, when you're selling directly, when a customer comes up to you and he gives you a feedback, be it positive or a negative feedback, you're able to identify the problems and you're able to solve that and improve your brand. So if you're selling just through a third party, you will never absolutely know what the customer thought about your car, what feelings did he had about your car when he came up to buy your car. So the dealer might or might not convey the message of the customer to you, but if you're selling it directly, I think that's a very good idea that you can actually convince people as well. Moving on to the competitor's profile, I'll compare the brand with the two another brand, that is Nissan and Tesla. Nissan is an upper middle class, targets the upper middle class and young people, whereas Tesla targets people who want to buy luxury cars within upper middle class. It's a high premium brand with a high brand image, whereas Nissan has an average price and it has a low brand image, but it's more inclined towards environmentally conscious people, environmentally conscious brand, I would say. And it doesn't really go to 10 inclines, or it doesn't really have a shift towards a luxury side as Tesla does. The major product features of Nissan are reliability and safety, whereas the major product features of Tesla are luxury and trendy and classy. People who belong to a very strong social background and they want to create up or they keep up their image. Nissan is a low, moderately priced brand, whereas Tesla is a high priced brand. Nissan uses combined promotional activities to promote its product, whereas Tesla use viral marketing. The distribution channel of Nissan is direct sales and Tesla is direct and indirect sales. So I would like to quickly talk about the strengths and weaknesses of both. Tesla can be a very high competitor. I think Tata Motors will directly compete with Tesla as we bring in this car. The strength of Tesla is it has a very good image. It's a luxurious car. Loyal customers, all those socially conscious people would definitely tend to buy Tesla. But their weakness is they're highly priced, and second is they're unable to meet the volume requirements. As I said in the survey, 51% of the people tend to buy their next car as an electronic vehicle. Do you think that Tesla alone would be able to serve those 51% of the population? Absolutely not. Second, they have no competitor as high as Tesla is. So people just have one option. So if they really wanna go for another option, I think they do not really have another option as Tesla to jump onto a car which is sleek and beautiful as well, just like Tesla cars. So I would say I would compare directly Tata Motors with Tesla, because Tata Motors itself produces very sleek and very very beautiful electronic vehicles. Nissan, on the other hand, has a large product portfolio, and that's their strength, that they make cars, buses, and trucks, which is beautiful. I mean, they have the entire range present over there, but their weakness is their product recalls. Unfortunately, Nissan cars have not been able to meet the safety criteria or requirements, and their products and their cars have been called back recently, according to this research, and they have been asked to redo them and bring them back. So they have a little management issue within their company, which might cause Nissan to fall back and will give a greater area to Tata Motors to enter into the market. So I'll have a positioning map. Where would I position Tata Motors? I will keep it as a high brand image with a moderate price. Unlike Tesla, Tesla is a high brand image and it has a high price. And Nissan, I believe, is a low brand image because of its safety features. That is, it has not been able to prove that. But yet again, Nissan has a moderate price. It is a low price. It's not that pricey. You know. So where do I find gap to bring in Tata Motors? So the gaps would be the safety where Nissan lacks. Tata Motor has received an award for being the safest cars, so definitely that would attract the customer, and any person would feel very safe to buy that car because they know that it's the safest car that you can travel on. It's a mind. It gives peace to your mind as well. And then there's high volume, and there's a high volume, as we said, the 51% of the people are thinking. So Tata Motors can actually come and produce cars and serve those people, and can be a big competitor to Tesla as well. Thirdly, it will give a beautiful luxurious car, beautifully made and look sleek and pretty design, just like Tesla, but the prices would be comparatively lower than what Tesla is offering. And then again, Tata Motors has a diverse portfolio. They can make electric trucks and cars and buses, and I think that's an amazing opportunity that it can take over the market. Nonetheless, if we even see a population wise, we can see that there is a lot of Indian market over here. So by which I mean there are a lot of people from India that are living in Australia. So I think this is a very good opportunity because all those people already have an association with Tata Motors, and they can actually help promote that brand because that's the brand that has been popular in India for a very long time. So if that brand comes in over here, I think people would start loving it and relating more to it. Communication schedule as stated that we'll use TV advertisements. We'll try to endorse the celebrity who are from sustainable backgrounds, just like Tesla and BMW have done. So we will go with the Marvel hero, that is Robert Jr. and Jr. We'll just try to, and we will connect with him and we'll endorse him for the advertisement so people can actually relate more, because obviously whenever whatever product is, if you have a celebrity in it, people start connecting more with it. We'll have billboards that will go for 12 months. We'll have blog posts on the websites. We'll have digital advertisements on the roadsides and in the mall screens. Also, we'll have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube paid advertisements and paid ads on YouTube as well. Also, we'll introduce TikTok, which is which will serve, which will actually advertise your product to a massive audience. So it's all over the world, all the people. I think it's the most common channel right now, which is watched by all age groups, all people. So I think it was a very nice idea to have a sponsored ad and paid promotion videos on TikTok where people are actually going to talk about your new product and your new car and its feedback as well. And then there are point of purchase displays where we'll have pictures with the celebrities so that people can see. The market launch plan is going to be in 2025, so we'll start hiring the staff in January and we'll start with the TV advertisements that will go all along the year. We'll launch our product in May, and before that in March and April we'll give free test rides to the people so that they can see what the product with the car is like. So we'll have test drives as well, and we'll have the evaluation of the marketing campaigns every 2 months to see that how good we are doing and how far we are going. Just like said, there's a lot to bring in the marketing plan, but just to keep it brief and short, this is what it looks like. I hope you all liked it and you all understood it. Thank you so much.